Hello, hello, everyone. Hope that you're having a wonderful day today. It's already Tuesday. I have an amazing interview lined up for y'all today. I can't wait to introduce you to this amazing woman, Kim. Hello, hello. I think this reconnected for a little bit. So I have an amazing interview lined up for you today with Kim. She has an incredible testimony. If this is your first time coming onto my page, hello, my name is Natalia. Here, I'm going to bring her on. I love interviewing people like Kim because her story and her testimony is a perfect example of how when you're in the right community, when you're in the right space, especially when you're an online entrepreneur, it makes all the world of a difference. And it also is proof that absolutely anybody can do this. So I want you to hear from her. I'm going to bring her on. And I want to share her story on where she was before she came into this amazing community that we're both a part of, because her story's tremendous. She has had such a huge change. Kim, how are you?
This is the first time it's worked. That's
Praise
awesome.
God.
Yes, he wanted this to happen. Made a way.
Absolutely. Where there's a will, there's a way. We had to troubleshoot for a little bit, but we found it.
Absolutely.
Awesome, Kim. I am so excited to have you on today. The reason I love doing these kinds of interviews is because I love for people to hear real stories, real testimonies of how being in the right community, especially when you're an online entrepreneur, an online business owner, or someone starting from scratch, when you're in the right space with the right people, how things can change for you. And so, if you don't mind introducing yourself
Yes,
and just
absolutely.
sharing a little bit more about your background and where you were that caused you to want to come into the community that we're a part of now.
Wow. Yeah. My whole journey started in let's see, January of 2024. In November of 2023, I lost both my parents 2 weeks apart. Oh, yeah, 2 weeks apart. And being retired, and I moved up to Montana. So I spoke to my mom every single day. That was my routine: get up, get coffee, get on the couch, and have coffee with mom. So um, after losing them, I was kind of lost because I didn't have that morning routine anymore. And then in January, um, anybody who's ever had a border collie, you know how fast they are and how strong they are. And I stepped in front of mine, and she flew me up into the air. And from that accident, I have 8 screws and a metal plate in my ankle and a new ACL in my knee. So I was laid up. So not only now did I not have my friend to talk to, I couldn't go outside. I couldn't do anything. So I was sitting on the couch and just being a Facebook stalker, you know, all day long.
Wow.
And I was watching a friend of mine, and she was posting some incredible things and about her journey in network marketing. And I've never done anything like that before. Being retired law enforcement, my Facebook was really tight. I didn't participate a whole bunch. I had like 300 friends on there, but I thought, what the hey, it's been put in front of me, so let me find out what this is about. And so she let me know what it was, and I was like, I'm on, I'm in. How do I sign up, and how fast can I get there? And so I did. And to be completely honest with you, the first 6 months was fantastic. It filled that hole that I was experiencing, and I started having a whole new community to be involved with, and I was learning things. But to be completely honest, my sponsor, she blew up, and she was brand new to it too. And I want to say she was overwhelmed, and there was just too much, too fast, and I wasn't able to get the one-on-one or the help I wanted. Yeah, there was trainings, but it was basically in PDF form. So it just told you what to do, and you did it, and you were always being referred back to the training, or it's your mindset or what have you. And I don't know, you know me, I like to help everybody. That's
Hands-on.
how, yeah, very hands-on, and I learn that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those hands-on learners, but I could pick up a book right now that I know nothing about, and I could teach you everything in that book because I'm be learning as I'm teaching it. Does that make sense? But for me, just to pick it up and read it, it doesn't
Yeah.
stick in my head.
Yeah.
So um, everything kind of went downhill after that because I had started reaching out to help other people,
Mm-hmm.
and let's just say the community I was in didn't appreciate that.
Mm.
They wanted you to stay with your downline and only your downline, and so yeah, it got ugly,
Mm.
needless to say. But I'm not going to dwell on that because that's the past, and right now is the present and the future. And
Yes.
what happened with that led me to where I am today.
Yes.
And wow, I started. I saw a training from Brandon back in August. And I know it sounds crazy, but I was traveling and I was in a hotel room in Wyoming. And I'm watching this training and I rewatched it. I think I watched it like 3 times because the light bulbs that were going off. I mean, I've got chills right now just thinking about how
Impactful it
it was.
is. Yeah.
It was like it was. I can't even explain the experience, but I was note taking, note taking, note taking,
Yes.
and I started sharing that with other people, and that's another reason why it got ugly. But anyway, moving forward, when I found out that he had started a training platform or training
Yeah.
system that I could join and have what I learned in that hour, that I could have that full time, I couldn't get in fast enough. I'm like, I'm in. I am in. Let me dive in head first.
Yeah.
And I joined.
Amen.
So yeah, and wow, I found out that it wasn't my mindset. I found out that it wasn't my lack of doing the
Yeah.
work. And I found out that I'm good at this.
Yeah, Kim, you're
You
crushing
know,
it in this
I'm
business,
good at
and
this. Thank you.
you're a huge asset to this community, and it goes to show that, yeah, of course we're always working on our mindset. That's never going to end. That's always a huge part of entrepreneurship. But what I see with you, because now you're in this community, is the practical application of what's being taught is affecting your business so greatly. Like you're actually getting amazing results. So you're able to now, you've completely reignited and restarted your primary online business, which is
Yes.
amazing because that wasn't going anywhere. But how has
Right. Right.
this system that we're a part of been able to actually not only reignite your existing business, but also add another stream of income? Like, how has this changed your life?
Oh my God. I used prior to joining, I was stressing big time because payments were coming up and I didn't have the money. It was like, what am I going to do? You know, do I have to give up this whole business
Mm-hmm.
because it's not working? And when I got into here, it was like, it was almost instant, I want to
It was
say. I,
for you.
it was almost instant.
You got instant
And
results.
yeah, and then it was like, wow, I don't have to worry about that right now. And honestly, yeah, I've done good. The commissions have been really well, and but I honestly, I don't think about the money
Mm-hmm.
until my bills are due, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, do I have enough?
Mm-hmm.
And then I can pay my bills or get the stuff paid down. What changed for me was um, I realized I didn't want to sell anything. And I didn't want to recruit. Okay.
The,
I
the way that
I
we're
wanted,
normally taught to do it. Yeah.
right. I knew what I had. I know what I have. And I wanted to share that
Mm-hmm.
and help people.
Mm-hmm.
And once that clicked, you know, it's all about posture.
Yeah.
And it's about having confidence in what you have and having confidence in your ability to show it
Mm-hmm.
appropriately. And that's what I've grown into that. I
Mm-hmm.
did not have it when I started. but the confidence has continued to grow. The people that are above me are, I don't know, higher. I'm going to say the people that came in before me have taught me so much, and have built my confidence. And I'm hoping that those that I've brought in, I'm building their confidence. And I'm very, very hands-on. I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning last night to take a call for one of my girls that had a girl in New Guinea. It's like you do for your team what you can,
Yeah.
physically and mentally, and that is payment enough for me to watch those light bulb moments go on, and to see that something click in somebody's mind. Just, it's, to me, that's, if I didn't have any bills, I would do this free.
100%.
100%.
So would you say that like one of the biggest advantages of being a part of this community and this system is the hands-on support, but you're also able to earn instant commissions while you're learning how to boost your primary business. So you're getting paid to get leads for your primary business essentially, which is something that
Absolutely.
I've never come across in this industry. And what I
No.
love about your story too is, it also
Hi, Steve.
hi Steve, hey, another one
Hi,
crushing
Steve.
it in this space. Is
Yes,
people
he
tell me, you
is.
know what, I've never done anything on like, digital, I'm not really techie, and like, how is this going to actually help and boost an existing business, or I haven't done anything like this before. And your story is amazing because you wanted to be able to have, passive income with your primary business, but you just didn't have the tools, you didn't have the resources and the mentorship. You come in here, that's completely like boosted your primary business and you're getting paid up front. So obviously your life has changed. You're not necessarily as worried about income, but now you're paying it forward. So what would you
Yes.
say to a person who maybe they love the company they're with, they love the services or the products that they sell, but they're not necessarily in a community that is as supportive, as hands-on. We also like to share that we're very much a faith-based community. We're welcome to everybody, but we're very, very
Pros.
intentional that way because we want to serve. What would you say to somebody that's like, man, I just need the mentorship, but I don't know, this sounds like it's too good to be true? And to someone who's starting from scratch, who wants to just get their feet in the water and learn how to make an income online.
Oh gosh, this is the way to go. Like I said, you come in and we're going to show you exactly how to do it. When you come in, me or Sabrina or somebody's going to personally walk you through, get all your stuff set up. So you don't even have to worry about that. We're going to do that for you. We're going to tell you where to start in your training. We're going to set up, I'm going to write your first 5 posts for you to help you get out there. I'm going to interview you. We're going to throw a webinar just for you to invite your friends and people to, so that they can see what you're doing. I get calls all the time. You get a post, somebody writes to you and says, blah, 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 blah. And you're looking at it going, I don't know what to say. Screenshot it to me. I'll
Yeah.
help you with that. And we're not gonna, I want to build leaders.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're at home, here's a good example. I have a lady, I love her to death, and she's a cocktail waitress at one of the places I go to. Works her butt off, just works her butt off. And her income depends on your generosity
Mm-hmm.
because it's all tips. And I told her, I said, girl, you got to watch this because you could do this for
Mm-hmm.
fun because I know you enjoy it. You can do this for fun and enjoy it and not worry about how much you're going to make that night, because
Mm-hmm.
you're going to go home, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to open up your iPad, and there's going to be people there wanting what you have. And
And she's like, how do I get started?
exactly. And I said, how would you like to work all night, come home, go to bed, wake up in the morning, and your email has this thing that says ching ching.
Yeah.
The ching ching is really
Yeah.
nice because that ching ching's telling you that somebody just joined your team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing, instant commissions.
Mm-hmm.
There's no mailbox paydays.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. And there's no waiting for it to go through the company to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to, I'll ask some of my people, I'll ask them, I say, you know, when you were a little kid, how many times did you go out to wash cars or mow lawns or
Mm-hmm.
sell Kool-Aid on the street because you wanted to go to the movies?
Mm-hmm.
Or for me, it was we wanted to go horseback riding. So you go do the job and you got paid instantly. So then you got to go and do what you wanted to do that evening.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is.
Mm-hmm. It's
That's what
freedom.
this is. Yeah. Yeah. And one of the things, this is kind of off, when I worked as a correctional officer, I could do overtime. So let's say I wanted to go to Tahoe for the weekend and I wanted to have at least $1,200 to have fun with my mom. I could do overtime and have that money. But when I retired, I didn't have that
Mm-hmm.
no more. This has replaced that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm planning a trip with another one of our teammates, Rachel Handren, and we're going to South Dakota in August to do a week of horseback camping up by Mount Rushmore. So I don't have to worry about where the money's coming from because
It's already
we've
coming
got,
in.
yeah, it's
No,
already,
it's
and I can
amazing.
go, it is, and I can go camp for a week and come home and have money waiting.
Yeah. Anybody could do this
So,
from the freedom of their phone as long as you got a Wi-Fi. And you've made just a little under 10K, what, in like 45 days?
yes,
Wow.
yes. In fact, I just updated my banner, I think.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
That listen to that, guys. Like well, she's gonna hit 10K in 24 hours. That's hands down. I can tell that. I can tell you that already because Kim's on fire. She's hands on. She takes the information, she applies it. And the beautiful thing is we have people from all different walks of life, different ages, different backgrounds, different experiences. Nobody can use age, background, career, lack of skills. Nobody can use that as an excuse.
No,
Like that's what I love about, people like you in our community is that you prove that anybody who is willing and has a why can absolutely do this. And living in 2025, to conclude, what I always tell people too is listen, if you think you don't need to learn digital marketing skills, you got something coming for you. Because if you don't know how to monetize your time online, by the time 2030 comes around, what, 30 million jobs are going to be taken over by
AI.
AI. Like,
Yeah, it's
what are
already
you going to
happening.
do so that you don't get left behind and you can actually get online and monetize the time you're already scrolling anyway?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I really appreciate
yeah.
your willingness to share your story, your vulnerability, and sharing like where it was that you're coming from. And I'm super excited to also not only see you like get income from this beautiful system that's training and educating people, it's serving people,
It's
helping them get
serving.
unstuck, but I know now your primary business that you already have is going to just skyrocket because
Oh
now
yeah.
you have the tools, you have the training, you have the community, you have the
Mhm.
mentorship, you have everything that you need in your tool belt so
Yeah,
that now you have two very viable streams of
yeah,
income. And so
yeah,
now retirement for you isn't something that you have to be afraid of, it's something that you can look forward to and something that you're already living it, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
if
Yeah.
you
I'm
have any
already living it.
questions, yeah, and that's what we want to invite people to is like, why wait? Just check out the information. If you're curious, if you've always wanted to have an online business, learn how to earn an income from social media and you've never done it, just comment or DM us if you're watching on our platforms. We'd love to share the information with you. We actually have an incredible $1,000 giveaway for people who are just curious.
Yes.
Think about that. You could win $1,000 just for showing up because you want to learn information. If you
Yeah.
want to learn how to get in on that giveaway, just comment or DM us info and we can invite you to a webinar that we're having this coming Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 Mountain Time. I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So
Mm-hmm.
we're inviting all walks of life to come and watch this. You don't know what you can miss out just by seeing the information. And if you're already part of an affiliate marketing business, network marketing business, and you just feel stuck, this is the perfect opportunity for you to come in and see how many different kinds of people are winning over here because Kim is one of many people that are crushing it. And so thank you so much, Kim, for coming on and sharing your story. It was amazing to hear how much this
Yeah.
has changed your
Hello.
life. And I appreciate you. And I want to say thank you too for how much you serve this community. This
It's
is
my
another
pleasure.
reason why people are winning here because it's not just about, hey, let's get these personal sales for ourselves.
No.
It's like, no, when we're serving and giving our time, our energy, and we're helping other people win, we can see each other all thriving. And you've been so, so helpful to this community, Kim. So I know the best is yet to come for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It does give me purpose. It gives me happiness, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, we love you
Absolutely
too,
love it.
Kim, and thank you so much for sharing and being an amazing example to this community of how to win. So God bless,
Thank
and
you.
can't wait to see more testimonies. Thanks everybody for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.